Okay, let's see how this one goes. It'll be a challenging one, but a nice one if I can get it looking good. This will be a challenge, trying to get the right place. It is the Harmony of Colour series, Ocean Oasis. We're interested in this fish, in this lovely fish. Yeah, so this is a colouring in book. It's meant to be relax and unwind with adult colouring. I don't find colouring in at all relaxing. I'm the kind of person that if I colour in, I'm doing it so I can make it into a work of art. That means worrying about fucking up the design, making a mess, choosing the wrong colour, colouring over the lines into the other area, and you can't rub it out. It's just not my thing, to be honest, folks. But it works for a lot of people. People in hospital get to colour in, so they find it really relaxing. Now that looks really nice, but I don't like those bits there. But basically I just don't find it at all relaxing, to be honest. It's not. I know a lot of people think it is, but to me it doesn't. It doesn't relax. So I'm just going to move it up. Yeah, we still have that little bit there. Looks nice there. That area I like heaps. Maybe move it this way. But I really miss my partner Luigi. He's the only person I can feel relaxed with, truly. No colouring in is going to calm me down. It's lonely being without Luigi, and loneliness is extremely toxic, and I've gotten rid of some of that lovely colour there. I want to move it back, but basically I get lonely without Luigi, and I just don't see any value in colouring in. Its therapeutic value exists not. Not for me, it doesn't. I know a lot of people feel a lot of relaxation through colouring in. But nothing relaxes me, folks. If I'm anxious, if I'm suffering from anxiety or depression type symptoms, nothing's going to stop it. It's going to have to run its own time, run its own course. It runs its own course. It chooses the time when to run its course. It's not something I have any control over, which is really a problem, to be honest, folks, but I just can't seem to relax like the average person can. The average person can indeed turn to doing activities that help have a therapeutic effect, whether it be listening to music or watching a movie, or anything of that nature, anything that calms them down. But it doesn't work for me. I come down with symptoms and I just can't avoid them. They are always, until it runs its course on its own time, I have to live with the symptoms, the pain, the suffering, the sense of desolation I've got. Sorry, a helicopter. But basically I'm trying my best to be happy as much as I can be. It's not as easy as it looks. I'm trying to get my videos on the free-to-air television, and I need to do that to find my partner, because I know that true love is better than any kind of colouring in or art therapy. You know, nothing of these things helps. I'm just after Luigi. I don't have any interest in all this shit. And my love for Luigi is what is the prime reason why I can continue making these demos, is to find where Luigi is to find him, where he's gone to, so I can get in touch and find him. I really get lost without my partner. Just trying to see what we're trying to do, trying to maybe lift it a bit further. But it does get lonely and desolate without my partner. I don't know how normal people who are average can get therapy from colouring in or doing some other activity. That looks interesting, but we've got this gap. Got that there. Maybe we could enlarge maybe this section and make it into some feature, because 400 is the biggest I can do on this silly copier system. So I can only do a certain size. Okay, we're just going to change our setting. I'm going to just take off the original and have a master copy to use, but this would be really good to donate this to a hospital where people really need it and people can really get a sense of control over whatever's vexing them, because some people do get horribly sick, and some get suicidal. So it's important to help these people who are less fortunate. And even though I show these kinds of symptoms myself, relatively speaking, I'm all right. I consider myself stable. I'm not suicidal. Suicide isn't. I've had the extremely rare time when I've had a suicidal thought, but it's not a normal thing for a person like me, so I'm safe. I just get really anxious and down and wound up because I'm not with a true love. I don't have a social life, much of a social life. And they say that loneliness is like smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So I'm in a really rough kind of a situation where I don't get healthy doses of being social. So you got to expect something to go wrong every now and then, and sometimes I just don't feel really happy. It's because I'm out of love, out of place, not with my partner Luigi. That's why I feel this, why I feel a sense of sickness being away from Luigi. Feeling ill from loneliness. Now let's see if I can make this look good. But the thing is, despite all this sense of loneliness that I have, it pushes me forward to making plans for my future. I have got in my mind an idea that my future's bright. I do feel like there is light at the end of the loneliness tunnel. I feel there's some hope, and I don't feel it at the time, but I know it's there to be drawn upon, for my future and Luigi's future. It's trying to get on television has been a good thing for me. I may not feel necessarily happy at the time, but I look forward to being in touch with my partner, and that keeps me going, folks. It spurs me on. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any hope if I didn't have this. I do think my mood has improved over time, slowly but surely, fits and starts, but I'm always aware that it could go down again any moment. But it doesn't stop me from doing this. I'm determined. I will keep my running. I'll keep going, folks, despite what I may feel, despite the fact that my feelings will go up and down. Mainly down for the most part, but I still feel that I'm achieving something while I'm here. Let's see how we go with this. Yeah, a little bit crooked. Anyway, yeah, that's come up looking a treat. I think now we can call this prolongated demo quits.